Let's talk about today functions in C++ and common mistakes. This is basics in C++. So if we have a function, let's do a simple application. We have integer a, which is equal to 10, and we have, let's say, another parameter. To be clean, I just wanted to do this, another b equal to 20. So we would like to just, calculate the sum, another one, sum equal to a plus b, right? This is a simple function. Let's refactor into this part into a function. So for this, I would like to create, let's think about it. We need to pass two parameters, and we will return the sum, and that's it, just return it, and then in main we will be printing out. So the function, first we think the return type should be integer, and the name is going to be, say addition. So we will be adding integer a, the first parameter, and some people makes like b. This is not okay. You need to say each type separately, integer b. So this is called function prototype. Okay, prototype. Or sometimes people say function declaration. Okay, this is also function signature. If you want the code at the top, like above main, you don't need to put semicolon here. Just come here and add your curly brace, and you can implement here. And later on, you can call easily in here because C++ starts from top to bottom, right? If you don't introduce, you cannot call it. For example, now I'm going to call this function before that, and I'd like to say this. Let me give this x and y just to separate. And then what are we going to do is integer, let's say total. I'm intentionally using different number. Total is equal to x plus y. This can be simpler, but this is for teaching purposes. Return, and I'm going to return total. And this is okay, right? Because this is integer. I'm returning total. Total is integer, so all is well. So I need to call in here. Some people makes this mistake. Let me come here and call this function. Some people start again int addition, this function name, and it needs two parameter because function signature expect two integer variable, whatever want to send the first and second parameter. So in this case, I need to. Some people makes this mistake: integer a, integer b, and they say it's not working. You don't see that not much error in here. I don't know what's going to happen in this case, but let me see. This is like you are creating another function, local function inside here. Okay, this is function prototype actually. So this is not okay. So when you are calling function, you don't start. When you are using integer a, you don't start. C out. For example, you want to print. You just do this, right? C out a. You don't do integer a. So this is not okay. So as in this case, when you are calling function, you need to use the function name only. Okay. So when you are passing parameter, actually you need to pass some number, like, right? Because you are going to add two numbers like 5 and maybe some number 4. So in this case, we would like to send a and b. So a is actually 10, b is equal to 20. So I don't need to say integer again. So I pass a, and this is b. So it is easy. Now I send. But when I send this input, like this is processing, like some when you make some shake up, just you add fruits here, and then you have a return, right? So if I don't do anything here, this is returning. I need to have some kind of container like a glass, and I need to put inside, right? And some cup or some mug. So for this, I need integer. I'm gonna use this sum, so I don't need this one anymore. And this is old. Let me comment out. So now I call this function. This a and b goes there. A is 10, b is 20. Down this x becomes 10, y becomes 20. I add them up. I'm return and put into the sum. So if I want to print out, the sum is okay. So just print the sum and end line. You will see it's gonna be perfectly working. So the sum is 30. It's working great. So this part, I hope clear. There are many mistakes we covered, people makes with this one. Another thing, people just takes this one and puts it down here, and they will say it is not working. Because as I told you, C++ starts from top to analyze. So like you didn't introduce what is this addition, it doesn't know. So if you want to put the function down here, you need to have this part, okay, this part over here. So this is called function, actually this is called function declaration and signature, this part. And this is implementation of function, or it is called definition of function, okay, they use. So now it is okay because addition, you said it takes two parameters, it is okay, and return, it said implementation can be later. So when I do F10, for example, now debugging mode, I come here, and if I hit F11, I will just come here and then do the stuff, come back and print the result, and you will see the result over here. So what did I use? Just F10, which is this step over, F11 step into. We wanted to use F11, just step into here to run the rest. Okay, so far this is cool, but I just wanted to show you, if you want to use a header file, you just right click over here, add new item, and we would like to use a header file. Let's say this header, I want to use the my math, or let's say super math. This is super math header we have. Let me drag this one and put into the side. This is great. So I wanted to move my function there. I can I don't need this part anymore because I'm going to move the implementation part, but I want to keep that because I will show you different thing. So addition is here. Since it doesn't use C out or anything, it doesn't have any problem. If it was, I need to include this one there, and the name is this one, super math. But currently this addition is crying. If you look at it, is saying I am not happy. So when I come here, I can include the header file that I wrote. So I'm no longer using this one because this is system header files. This is my custom header file. I need to put this column. If you look at my super math, the same name over here is exists. When I hit enter, now this is not going to cry. So I have the same file, same code implemented. Let me run this. So now I can have less code in here, okay, and many codes are here because if I have so much things implementation, I can put most code over here. So you may say you have .h, why don't you have implementation of supermath.cpp? I can do that. I can come here, add new item, and look at cpp file. I will just name the supermath.cpp. So you will see supermath.cpp. Let me put just here, and I will excuse this a little bit. So let's use our real estate efficiently. That much good. Let me reduce the size a little bit so we can see more stuff. This time, what is my plan is, I'd like to move this implementation over here. Okay, so but I need to put the declaration part on the .h file. Okay, I will just come here, hash. I need to include now .h file, which is the supermath. So this is actually this code, supermath.h and supermath.cpp, is to be shipped to your customer. This is client code, we say. This is just for demonstration sake we have. It is not reusable code. So everything over here, when you want to ship this code, for example, you are writing code and someone far distant, some company is using your code, this is the part.h and .cpp you will send. So now if you look at this, it is still working and it is great, and that's it. So if anybody wants to use this supermath.h, they can include and they can use it. So another mistakes people make. So when they are making this, they make void and they make this integer, and when they try to run, it has a problem. And the problem cannot convert void to int, and overloaded function, addition, redefinition. So all this kind of problem occurs because of this. They should have the same signature, okay? Now let's run this. So it is working fine. Another problem people makes, I don't know why this Visual Studio shows. Let me clean this and rerun. Okay, it is still there. I'm sorry. Addition cannot overload function distinguished by return type. No, we just fixed it, but it is still sleeping. So another problem people makes, they pass this parameter, but they also come here and redeclare it, okay, like this. So this x and y is shadowing this x and y. You are creating a local one. So this, whatever you pass from here comes here, but you create another one over here. So it's not gonna work. It will say redefinition of parameter x. So if you get rid of this one, you will see again, come here, redefinition of parameter y. So you need to get rid of this. Okay, now it is working fine. So I believe this much is enough about the C++ functions, and we can bring some more thing later on. If you have any comments, or if you want me to, uh, do some more C++ thing in another subject, let me know. Thank you.